On my side, the 12 founding engineers, basically, when I said we're going to be the global risk standard, of the 12 founders, number one, Jamie, who was the most senior, actually believed we had the chance of being the global standard. The other 11 thought we'd be bankrupt within a year and they wouldn't have a future. Over time, persuaded them. So then next thing, year one, we're halfway through, we're running out of cash. The Acorn engineers have been promised a salary rise, and I present to all of them what the numbers are looking like. And Harry Meekings, head of C compilers, said, it's obvious you can't afford to give us a salary rise. I said, yes, Harry, quite right. What I promise is when we got some money, I'll give you a backdated rise. At this time, we're negotiating our first fee-paying license deal with GC Plessey. It was Plessey at the time. We got the deal. And Doug Dunn, who was the CEO of Plessey, rings me up and says, Robin, got a bit of a problem. We're just being taken over by GC. They're going to have to approve this deal. So the money that was supposed to come in July actually came in on the 28th of December because GC had to reapprove everything. We had working chips before we had a contract. So, and what I would say is there are examples like that at every stage of every day, every week. So Tim O'Donnell rang me up, said, I'm trying to get this contract from Apple. I'm in this boardroom. They've left me locked up in here. They won't give me the purchase order. And Larry Tesler has resigned from the board. Okay, Larry was told by the Apple people, because he was on the ARM board, he had a conflict of interest, so he had to resign to sort it out. We're doing a deal in Japan. They keep me locked up in a room for 24 hours. And they're trying to negotiate a lower price. I refuse to give in. It's been a really hard day. I'm with Ishikawa-san, and we're going to catch the Shinkansen train back to Tokyo, and the train's not running, so we have to stay in a terrible hotel. Get back to Tokyo, they phone with a purchase order. So at every step, there are issues like that every day. Okay, and it isn't, in my opinion, it's the looking hindsight says this great thing happens. This is the breakthrough. The reality is it's all really hard work. I mean, the culture of the company, by the way, and it still exists today, I was asked by the joint venture partners, what do you want the culture of the company to be? And I said, hard work and fun. And you have to work really hard. If you're having fun, you're inspired, and you do a little bit better than if you're just doing a job. So that was the culture, and it isn't one big thing. The reality is there's like big crises. When Acorn wrote the solicitor's letter that the IPO was off, and this was like personal, you know. I was the deputy, whenever I went on holiday, I appointed a deputy. The solicitor's letter arrived the day I was on holiday, deliberate by the Acorn lawyers because they knew I wouldn't see the letter. Jonathan Brooks knew I was on my boat. We opened the letter. I jump into the River Thames with my clothes on, and we scrub the side of the boat down to recover. So and it's loads of those things, you know, hundreds, thousands of those things every day. That's real life.